Good morning. It is week 3, weigh-in Wednesday. Wegovy 1.5 milligram tablets. Before I give the numbers, I noticed that I had more views this week than the last couple of weeks, so I think that maybe the videos are going out in the YouTube algorithm. And if that's the case, and people other than my friends are watching, I just want to preface the numbers with, at the very beginning, my Hume body pod was off majorly from my scale. There was like a 3-pound difference, almost 4 pounds. So I did the recharging, resetting, whatever. As of this morning, or as of yesterday morning, they are 2/10 of a point off, or 3/10 of a point. So they're pretty on par right now. So with that being said, I have crossed over back into, I broke 200. I am officially back down into the 100s. The weigh-in for the body pod this morning was 199.5. The weigh-in for the scale was 199.2. So if we do week-to-week loss, if we're looking at the body pod numbers, last week I was at 203.7, so that's a 4.2 loss. Scale, last week I was at 201.8, so that's a 2.6 pound loss. If we go back to the beginning, the original numbers from the body pod was 210.1, so that's a total of 10.6 pounds. Scale, the original weight was 207.4, so that's an 8.2 pound loss. But either way, I broke 200s. I'm happier than a pig in shit right now. So, let's go to the Hume report. Of course, weight is going down. Body fat percentage is going down. Lean mass is going up. Subcutaneous fat mass and visceral fat index are both going down. My visceral fat index actually now is no longer showing high. It's showing standard. Skeletal muscle mass is still high, but the skeletal mass overall is showing standard. Bone mineral content is showing standard. Body water percentage is showing low. But I will say, when I weigh myself, it's first thing in the morning, after I take my pill, and you have to do it on an empty stomach, no water, no nothing, for at least 6 hours before you take your pill. So I expect that to be low in the mornings. When I weigh myself on the body pod in the afternoons, the body water percentage is usually, my hydration is usually right where it needs to be. Also, my mineral mass is now standard. My basal metabolic rate has gone up. Heart rate is standard. It's come down, but it's in standard now. Let's see what else. And the where is that? Oh, I found it earlier. The metabolic age is still high, but it has calmed down. No, I can't find it. I saw it this morning. Does it come out on the report? Nope. The age, the rate of aging came down again last week. I noticed it came down last week, and I was at 0.1, so I was at regular, where I was high before, and I had added like a day and a half to my lifespan. It came down even more, but now I don't see it. I saw it earlier, and it was I think I added like 2.8 days to my lifespan. Not a lot, but it's, I'm heading in the right direction. I only exercised twice this week. But with that being said, I noticed on Saturday and Sunday this past week, I did canning. I had ordered peaches from the peach truck, and I canned a lot of peaches and made peach jam. I had an average of an additional 3,000 steps each day just from moving back and forth between the counters and my table. So I'm sure that helped. And then, running up and down the stairs, doing laundry and cleaning and, all the other stuff you do during the day or usually do on the weekends. So I had a lot more steps on the weekend. One thing I did notice, so Monday I had, let me preface this, was previously one of the things that I had tried in losing weight was alternate day fasting. And I just the scale wasn't really budging. Monday, and I had thought about adding that in with the Wegovy just to see if it would make a difference. I don't know that it's going to make a difference. So Monday I had an emergency with my son. I took my pill at the regular time, 4 a.m, and I left the house at 5:15. I came back to the house around, I think it was between 11 and 11:30, to do timesheets. And I hadn't eaten anything, hadn't really drank anything except water. I did have a protein shake while I was here. Then I left, didn't eat anything for the rest of the day, got home, crashed, didn't eat anything before I laid down. I woke up the following morning, took my pill, and then did my glucose around 7 a.m. So you're going 12 to 12, which is 12 hours, another 6, so 18, 19 hours, with nothing other than the protein shake. And when I have a keto mojo. So when I did my ketones, my body still was not in ketosis at that time. Normally people will go, your body will go into ketosis after not having anything in it other than water, fasting for like at your 12-hour mark. For whatever reason, my body is not going into ketosis. So I don't think the alternate day fasting is going to help. I'm not going to add it. Not sure what's going on with that. I do believe that my inflammation markers are down because I'm still not having to take my arthritis medication, not having any issues with my hands or my knee, and not really any problems with my back either, other than being on my feet all day Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not gonna add in the alternate day fasting. Non-scale items. Let's see. Side effects. Still no side effects other than the gas. It hasn't really been as bad this week as it was last week. So that's where we are at this point in time. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress. I know at the 4-week mark, the HERS program likes to up you to the 4 milligrams. I had requested not to. I put that request in early enough for them to meet their request. They did not. They sent me the wrong pills. I had to get it fixed with them for them to send me the correct pills because I'm not going to go up until I feel like I'm plateauing. I would rather do slow and steady at the lowest possible dosage rather than to, use it as a quick fix. So with that being said, I'm happy with my progress, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.